So if you've been following this somewhat of a series the past 3 weeks, you may have seen we got to the progress of week 3 of the new upcoming campaign, The Light of Xaraxis. We've got to the milestone 3, claiming the new artifact. Now this week we'll actually be able to fully complete the campaign because they have generously allowed us to quickly get some currency in order to be able to do so. Again, this is all public testing. Things are still open to change, and we can experience this so that they can fix bugs and things we run into. This campaign will allow us to unlock a lot of new gear. A lot of it though is for newer players who are still gearing up their character. And you will be able to take advantage of that because you'll be able to start this campaign regardless of your item level for quite some time after it actually launches. This module will most likely be coming around early November. So we left things off with not being able to complete this quest at this little asteroid here, the Drunken Squid. We speak to him and he wants us to go to this ship and defeat crew to free the ghosts. Just have to do 5 of them. We return to planet Gabion, the quest completed, and now we travel to asteroid Tanis. This guy wants us to kill 30 astral elves. We even have one of the astral elf ships here on this place, but we're done. And we now need to collect these crystals on the floor and these crystals in these carts. That spawns a bunch of enemies. Okay then. And so with those done, we again need to return back to planet Gabion, hand that in, and our next quest is to obtain Xaraxian star chart from invasion chests. This means we're going to have to activate an invasion, which is this thing up here. We cannot do that just yet, as you need to do a bunch of questing in order to activate it. So, invasions have begun, meaning we can go and actually head there. Once here, we have, I believe, 12 minutes to obtain the Xaraxian star chart from invasion chests. So, where are they? I mean, this is a treasure chest, but it's only dropping this stuff. Aha, perhaps these are the chests. You loot the supplies on the ships, and we got 5 buzz jewels, and I believe we got the chart. It didn't have a pop-up anyway, and oh dear, we fell off. Nearly. Can still climb up here. Back to planet Gibeon, and with that we get a next quest, where we return to the Moon Dancer, our home ship. Speak to the captain, and we are done everything for this week. However, I can make further progress by simply obtaining the currency. You can do this too if you're on the preview server. When this goes live, this will not be available and you will have to, do every single week, getting the 100 weekly haul. And once you get that 100, you're done. You can see here, we're skipping through. We just got 100. So now we should be on the 5th week. We need to claim those rewards. So this is our Mount tokens. And now she will give us another quest, Dirty Deceit. So this is the 5th week then, the quest you will have to do. We go to Dirty Deceit zone. We are now on the Moon Dancer. Speak to the captain, enter the ship. We have to defeat some astral elves here at the helm. Then we descend down the ship, and there are a lot of astral elves here. They're beating up the crew. They do some decent damage, but we go around, aggro them and kill them. That's the lower deck cleared, and now we have Lieutenant Agent. He does not seem very happy to see us, but I don't think he has a lot of hit points. We'll use our mount power here, get the buff, and then use our daily power. We don't have our other encounter powers, since they're all AoE right now. And that's it. We beat up the Lieutenant Agent. Then we need to defeat more Astral Elves on the top side. So there is a group here, but we can already go to the top of the ship up here. And wow, that's very green, I must say. I'm not sure where that comes from. Just these ships, I guess. Yes, the pirate ships. Or Astral Elf ships. Basically, pirates come here too. Take over, I guess, and we just have to clear 100% of them. There's even catapults on here. We cleared them, and now we need to use that catapult. I assume we're going to fire it at a ship. We're able to just fire it, yes, interact, and it launches its payload right at that ship. And the ship moved over. Now we have a bunch of enemies and Captain Zurla. So I'm going to stay AoE. We need to jump this gap. We do have like low gravity here, as you may have noticed. But we'll jump here, roll, and we're over on here. Oh, there's not that many enemies here. The boss probably doesn't have that much hit points. So we'll just use our artifact here. Go invisible, use our Pegasus. Get the buff, and then use our mount power. Yeah, not that much hit points, but enough. Let's clear the enemies and we can maybe switch to single target powers. No, he doesn't have enough hit points to survive very long. Just make sure we have combat advantage. I think we used our mount power without, our daily power without that. Hence it not doing much. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's like, blast, I will retreat for now. We need to take the ring of shooting stars from here. We got it. We now need to get back to the ship. What happens if we don't, huh? Can I just take this pirate ship with me? Now, how do I make this jump? Let's go up here and jump over. Okay. And we speak to the captain. And we are finished. Alright. Fairly straightforward. Done, done, done. Don't want to leave this area just yet, huh? And there we go, just a bit of a skirmish. I guess this will be a repeatable weekly quest. We have these enemy pirate ships from the Astral Elves attacking our Moon Dancer, and we just needed to defend it. Very likely we get something similar with the new trial. We leave the area, speak back to the captain here in the hub, and we are done until ever. I guess now's the time to complete the campaign. So let's get to the 5th milestone. Purchase another one of these. We are now then on week 6. At week 6, that's equal to the 5th milestone. We get the repeatable quest, Dirty Deceit, where we'll have to do that, what we just did, again as a repeatable quest, which is nice because it's a weekly and fairly easy to do, at least on a damage dealing character. But we don't appear to get any more storyline. That seems to be the conclusion of the story of this campaign, as it were. So we may as well go and just finish the campaign and see if we unlock anything in the store. Because a bunch of this stuff you can only buy after you get to a certain amount of progress. We are able to buy everything here. We just missed the currency for the space quasit. Accessories, we are not able to buy them yet because we need the 6th milestone for the blue rings and for the legendary neck and waist pieces. We also need to get to the final milestone. We have to complete the entire campaign to purchase them, which is a little odd because these we don't need to. They look exactly the same to me. Companion gear, we can't buy the single stat one because we need to get to the 5th milestone, which I believe we have done. So there could be a bug with that, but it has been changed with its costs. It used to be like 50,000 Astral Diamonds, and the dual stat one was more expensive. They switched that over, which is nice. I'm just going to take the dual stat ones anyway. Single stat ones are okay, but they're basically the same. Yes, you can focus more on the exact stats you want, but you can usually get away with dual stats like defense and awareness for tanks, critical avoidance and deflection for tanks, combat advantage and crit severity for DPS, crit strike and outgoing healing for healers. So there's something there for everybody on the nice cheap ones. Problem is they're bound to character and pick up, but that isn't something new anyway, so I guess we just have to live with it these days. Or you can just keep using the Crown of Keldagon companion gear. So let's get to the next milestone. We should get to milestone 6, which is just here, even though it is week 8. So yeah, quite a haul, but you'll get 500 trade bars. That's pretty nice. At this point, we have unlocked buying the blue rings. And from here, we can get to week 9 and then to week 10 with the campaign fully done. This gives us a legendary piece here, which is a reagent for the artifact. Meaning this blue artifact, which the campaign gave you, you can upgrade it. So it's a 100% chance to get to purple. Then to get to legendary, it's also a 100% chance. This is very nice. You just need to get yourself a glyph of potency and 3 enchanting stones, and using the legendary piece there, you can upgrade it further. However, where do we get the blazing heart core? Also, this means this artifact's very cheap to upgrade. Very cheap. You don't have to spend pres words or anything. Wow, I like that. Just where is this coming from? Perhaps heroic encounters? But let's have a look again in the store. When we go here, campaign is finished. Is there anything we can buy? We now have unlocked everything, I believe. Yes, there's No way to get the mythic version though. Perhaps you have to make progress on the boons, or on this task here, or on this task. I will find that out. I will do some grinding. I will get these boons, but it's really nice. It's really refreshing to have an artifact that is actually very accessible. You don't need tons and tons of pres wards to upgrade it. You don't have to protect any of this. It's 100% upgrade chance already. Yes, it's a little bit of a cost, glyphs of potencies, legendary enchanting stones, but nowhere near as much when you have to spend that many pres wards protecting stuff. We just have to find out where we get this mythic beast. My best guess is through the boons. You'll just make progress here, and when you get to the final 4th boon after a bit of grinding, and you'll only have to do like campaign stuff, so invasions and quests, which you'll be doing anyway, you should not have a problem getting this artifact to mythic with a very, very little cost. 1500 item level as well, decent stats for damage dealer, and I'll probably just use it on a healer anyway, because you just want that item level. But that appears to be the conclusion of this campaign. There is no story adding on to that. We completed the final story arc, which was the quest, The Dirty Deceit, where we protect our ship from some pirates, and that's it. The new trial is said here when you look in show by location. Defense of the Moondancer, Advanced and Master version. You'll be defending the Moondancer from the dangerous Captain Zurlar, who will show you no quarter. And this is the guy we just beat up there. I assume there's going to be a lot more mechanics to it. Probably an extension onto what we saw, because that was very similar with the Demon Web Pits, where we had that weekly quest you could do, and you were doing the rifts and stuff, and you were meeting Lolth in this area, and then she was fleeing. And in the actual dungeon, you were chasing her down, and then you were fighting her on like that platform there. So with that said, that's the Module 27 campaign. I don't really take these as like core content. It's not for me. I mean, it's a good way to get new gear to upgrade your character. What I really enjoy is the party content. So for me, the new trial will be the big thing. And I think for a lot of you, it will be as well, because there's the new legendary weapons, and I don't think a lot of you have great weapons. Maybe you have Mirage. They're good, but only in master content, where the item level of the content is 70,000 or higher, and that's only master content, Temple of the Spider and up. These weapons are a very good set for newer players especially, and you can get it just by hopping in the advanced version of the trial. You will need some help to beat it, as I'm sure it's not going to be that easy. So guilds will probably be getting together and helping people get those weapons. And then there is some gear with decently high item level people can pick up that will also help them a bit. Got okay bonuses here and there as well for stepping stone stuff. So far I'm seeing this module. There's a few things here and there with some decent items and bonuses for maxed endgame players as they are now, but the majority is for newer players who are still upgrading their character and haven't got like the best stuff from Northarg Reaches, Master Temple of the Spider, or even the companion gear from there, and they don't have the max stuff from the Demon Web Pits, not to mention even Exeminence Reliquary, which are out of the range of so many players. But with that said, a massive thank you to all these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.